This is Danita Young with Booty Bands, and I have Cindy here, and we are here to show you a few little twists and tweaks that you can do for your sedentary lifestyle to make an overall big difference in your health and fitness.
So I'm Cindy O'Brien, and I want to show you some tiny little tricks that I do to burn more calories throughout the day. So I work in corporate marketing, so I'm pretty much glued to my desk all day long. And I'm not the type of person who's okay with a sedentary lifestyle. So I had to find little tiny things that I could do throughout the day to burn some more calories. So the first thing I did, and this is super simple, it doesn't take away from any time at work at all, is I just removed my chair and I bought a yoga ball instead. So what I do is I'll just sit on this yoga ball as I'm working. So I have my computer in front of me. It's not a distraction at all. And throughout the day, I'm sitting here, I'm working to support my core because I'm not slouched over in a chair. And throughout the day, I'm just bouncing around while I'm working, burning some calories. And I would always wear a Fitbit or some kind of tracker. And at the end of the day, I was noticing that I was burning at least 100 calories more every single day. So that doesn't seem like a lot, but if you add it up in 1 week, that's an additional 500 calories. And even if you're just trying to maintain weight, you just earned yourself another cheat meal. Or if you're trying to lose weight, divide that by 3,500 calories is in a pound of fat. So in about 7 weeks, you just lost a pound just by switching what you're sitting on. Another thing I did was I would take this little ball and I would just work on squeezing it throughout the day, and what that did was worked my inner thighs. So I'm working to either burn fat throughout the day or just maintain a steady weight. But then I was introduced to Booty Bands, and now I was able to actually burn fat throughout the day at the same time as build muscle. And the best thing about this is I never was distracted from work. I can do this while I'm on a conference call. I can do it while I'm typing up a report. These are just really, really simple things that take no time out of your day to use. So I'm gonna hand it back off to Danita to show us the Booty Band exercises.
Thank you, Cindy, for all that information. I really appreciate it. I also had a sit-down desk job, and the things that she's mentioning not only will strengthen the inside and the outside part of your knees, so that helped my progression as I was into the gym doing my squats, my leg press, and etc. So she mentioned the fat burn in the 7 weeks. Imagine that in a long-term perspective. So just doing an easy switch of the ball and losing that pound and put it into perspective anywhere from 20 years from now. What a big difference that's actually truly gonna make, and that's what we wanna show you today. This exercise can be done while either working or if you're on a conference call, and it's going to be just stimulating your brain functioning, so we'll learn a little bit about that at the very end. Cindy will kind of give us a little bit of an explanation as to what that can help with. So just really tightening your core is how you're going to start off here. And the first exercise, you're just going to do a circle. And so you'll do 10 one direction and 10 the other. If you don't want to focus on counting and you're focused on obviously a conference call or your work, then focus there as you do it until you feel a nice good burn. Once you get a nice good burn, that means it's working. And then you're going to switch to the other side. So reverse that circle. You're also going to feel your standing leg here, because that standing leg is your support and your balance. So you'll feel a lot of the toning there. Good. And then go ahead and switch to the other side. And then reverse that circle. The second exercise, you're actually just going to hold out to a lateral position here. From here, as I'm holding, I'm going to do little pulses out to the side. The holding and the pulsing, you're going to see a lot of burn, which is going to make a lot of results here. So I like to keep my reps so I feel a nice good burn. Again, keep focusing onto your work and any conference call that you're on, but you're definitely going to be feeling these for sure. And then switch to the other side. So if you're confused as far as how many reps, like if you really want a number, anywhere from about 20 to 30 reps here would be a good number to go off of. Ooh, I feel that booty pump. Yeah. Good. Whew. As Cindy is working away here, I'm going to demonstrate some of the exercises she's going to do with the booty band and the ball. So the first one, these are called abductors, and what it is, you're just going to be pulling the band apart with your knees. And this is going to be working, obviously you're going to be feeling it into your glutes as well as your legs. And this is very good also for your knee and your hip strength as you've progressed. So she just already completed, you know, exercises with the ball, which is the inner squeezes, which is the opposite side of the inner thighs. So getting an overall good, nice, good leg burn, it feels so good when you're feeling like you're falling asleep on that chair. So this next one, she's going to be working her core, so definitely a lot of the lower core as well. And this one, as she's trying to focus on her balance with the ball, if you have any issues as far as balance, this will definitely help. So good, nice tone overall. If you're confused as far as what numbers to do right now, your biggest focus is obviously here. So that's honestly up to your discretion on how many you want to do. Your biggest focus, you want to get a good, nice burn. So when you're feeling it, that's when you know that it's working, and to stay in that burn a little bit more than what's comfortable.
Another thing that's really important is to know what to do when you had too many coffees and you can't type because you're so jittery. So we're going to teach you how to burn out a little bit of energy. And it's very important to do this movement in pants. So you get down on the yoga ball and you're going to lift up your legs and go out and in, down, out and in. And when I'm raising up, this is working my lower back, and then when I'm pulsing out, I'm working my glutes. So this helps with the shelf.
Too much coffee, too much coffee.
Too much coffee.
Don't forget,
this is very serious business.
So I'm going to show you some of my top favorite stretches I like to do in the office. This one is called a standing pigeon stretch. And if your desk is really high, this may be a little challenging. If it's low, then
gotta wear heels.
Yeah, wear some stilettos. But no, this one feels really, really good through your glutes. And it feels good on your back leg as well, that you can just stretch that out. You can push your heel down to the ground to get a good, nice calf stretch. Anytime I do any stretching, I like to really breathe through so I get a nice, good, deeper stretch. Switch to the other leg, placing your whole bottom leg onto the actual desk. And I'm standing back and leaning in. And as you look behind me, I am pushing my heel down to the ground to get a nice, good calf stretch. The second one is a chest opener. So you're gonna place your hands onto the table. Your feet are gonna be very close to the table as well. From here, you're going to place your hands flat down as you open up through your shoulders and your chest, and you look up towards the sky, and you breathe and you focus on just reversing what posture you had slunched over in your chair. The next one is a hamstring stretch. So you'll place your leg onto the table. You want to make sure that you have a flexed foot. You can use your booty band here. This will help just pull your toe more towards you. And from here, I like to just rotate my toe inward, and then I like to rotate my toe outward. And the benefit of that is you're being able to get a nice good blood flow through the back of your legs. Sometimes even to actually bend your knee up a little bit and drop down behind you, you'll also feel a little bit of a different stretch. And being able to increase blood flow overall is going to help with brain functioning, so better improve your work progress. And we'll switch to the other side. And then bend that leg up at the top and then drop into the bottom leg. So you fill it up a little bit more into the glutes there. Next is a quad stretch, so you'll place your toes onto your table. I'm just using the booty band in case any sensitivity on your foot. And from here, you're just going to press your hips forward as you bring your knees together. You'll see that they're even and parallel with each other. And just to advance it, just squeeze your glutes and draw your hips into an alignment with your core. And you'll feel a nice, good stretch down through your quad. Make sure you're breathing. And switch sides. How you doing over there?
Feels good.
Feels way good. You should try this. The next one, this is good for your low back and also for digestion. So Cindy's gonna show us as she's sitting, and I'm gonna show you as I'm standing. So anytime you're just kind of brushing your hands just kind of along your side, she's just kind of holding her arms like this. But it's really good to get that core moving, and it helps stimulate anything that's locked or tight or needs a little bit more loosening.
Of course, we're doing all of this for aesthetic reasons, but there are a lot of other reasons that I care about personally as well. And one of those things is it will actually make you better at your job, and that's not an exaggeration at all. There are a ton of studies out there that show you that exercise actually increases your brain function. So you're gonna be thinking more clearly, faster, have more creative ideas at work if you're doing all this. And really the most important reason to me is because exercise releases endorphins. And there are just too many people these days who don't like their job or who feel miserable around 3 o'clock. So I don't know if any of you have ever felt like that when you're just dragging at the end of the day, or everything your coworker does is just bothering you. Which it shouldn't, and sometimes you're just like, this is way too easy for me to be agitated. I swear that this will fix it. If you're moving throughout the day and you're feeling good, and as a result of doing this all the time, you feel better about your body, you're just gonna do better in every aspect of your life. So would love to know if any of you have stories that are similar to this, if you can benchmark one day against the other, or if you have any requests on certain workouts or areas of your body that you'd like to target, we can come up with some workouts for you.
So if you like this video, go ahead and hit like and subscribe, share it with your girlfriend, share it with your coworker. You guys can both do this together. It's a lot of fun. We really enjoyed today. So if you do not have a booty band, go ahead and click here or on the link provided below.
Action!
That's a wrap!
Booty band!